Welcome back to Some Offense Intended. I'm Jeremy Robinson.
I am Mike Mick.
We are now behind almost on recording because 2 or 3 of the ones that we did recently have no audio.
Yeah, and audio is kind of important.
Yeah. So I found part of the settings on Microsoft, like there's a feedback issue, whatever. So I typed out a whole thing of like, I don't know if it's updates or the computer restarts or whatever the fuck it's doing, but the microphone is auto muting. And it has caused, at this point, around 10 or more hours of useless videos and lost audio recordings.
Damn.
Because how many have we fucking done that we've had to redo?
Yeah.
A lot. For no reason.
Well, we couldn't. We weren't prepared, so we couldn't do black and white and make it one of the silent movies where we sit here and our mouths are moving a lot. It looks like we're saying a lot, and then just one sentence pops up on the screen.
We just hold up cue cards. Yeah. No. Fuck that.
But I was thinking more like the silent movies where it looks like they're having this long conversation, and it's like,
help me.
One, yeah.
Yeah. No, I know what you're talking about. So do you want to do notes first or plans first?
I don't really have a lot of notes except I was going to talk about the unpleasant drive home in the morning.
Oh, I have several notes. That don't matter.
You can go ahead and start.
Okay, so did you see the video of I don't remember where it was in Florida, the mall with the aliens?
No.
So let me see if I can find it. It's going to be super easy to find, but it's how well you can see it.
Are you sure they're aliens and not just Floridians?
Florida mall alien. Fairly positive. Apparently the police said laugh out loud. So I don't want to read Forbes, bro. That's a fucking clickbank shit. I hate Forbes. Just give me a fucking video.
I used to read their magazine a lot.
Okay. So here's the video.
All right. Bayside.
Try to skip to where it actually shows. Yeah, so you can see the cop cars. You can see people walking around.
Yeah.
And then there's something that looks like a 10-foot creature that's walking. So the whole thing that they said you saw how many cops were there.
Yeah.
They said there was a lot of teenagers armed with sticks that were fighting each other.
Well, it's Florida.
Right, I understand that. But that doesn't mean send 500 cops for 8 teenagers. I don't know how many teenagers.
Yeah.
Like, even if it was 30 teenagers armed with sticks.
Yeah.
Sticks. Teenagers.
One of them might have had a nail in it.
If the teenagers are armed with sticks, I'm thinking like 13 or 14 when you pick up a stick that's shaped like a sword and fight each other.
Yeah. But who knows? They could have had a nail at the end of one of those, and that can be dangerous.
Yeah. So,
a stick with a nail.
There's the whole thing around that, and like, oh well, no, it's this. Oh, it's this. And then there was also a tornado in Fort Lauderdale that, like, as the tornado was forming, was this massively bright, like, energy explosion. Like, it looked like either lightning or something fucking set off.
Yeah.
Or a directed,
I would like to see that.
Directed energy weapon. I'll look that up.
But it makes me think, if I were somebody who owned that mall, I would use this.
Oh, 100%.
I would be like, see, our prices are out of this world.
Yeah, come see the aliens.
Yeah.
Tornado touches down in downtown Fort Lauderdale, but let me see if I can find the right fucking video.
Our prices are so good, aliens come.
Causes power flash. The tornado is what caused the power flashes, but the tornado didn't fucking touch down yet. It might take me a little bit to find this.
It doesn't really take, tornadoes can start flashes as they're forming, because there's a lot of swirling wind. I've seen so much about tornadoes being that I lived in.
CNN's fucking useless too. It's like, here's a video, and then you scroll down the page and there's no fucking video.
I hate when they fucking do that.
Yeah, so
tornadoes are rough.
Road surface conditions. Here's an ad. Fuck you.
Oh, thanks.
It's a minute-long ad.
Oh, eat a dick.
For a 30-second video.
I hate when they do that. Oh my God, it drives me insane.
Okay, I guess I'm not using your fucking website then, USA Today. Thanks.
Thanks, USA Today. Hope you don't get your ad revenue for that ad, at least for that view.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll find it later, I guess. But yeah,
I used to read USA Today every once in a while.
So it looks like how people explain directed energy weapons, or like the Hammer of Dawn from fucking Gears of War. And with that much heat in the center, if it's cool-ish out, and then how much humidity, and like, I would believe that would create a tornado.
Oh, all right. I thought maybe
like if it goes the other way around.
It'd be nice if they try to stop one, because they're tourists and they want to visit. They might not want bad weather.
Yeah. I think those are the two main notes that I had. The other ones aren't really shit. Advances. Yeah, no. Yeah, like the whole mall aliens thing. They're like, no, this is a normal response for us. To send every fucking surrounding county's amount of cops, like that might be every cop in excessive. The fucking tri-county area or whatever they call it down there.
Yeah.
Of like every fucking cop.
For kids with sticks.
Like, I think that's more cops than Reno has.
For kids with sticks.
Yeah, for children, teenagers with sticks.
Yeah.
What were they doing with, like, what? They weren't clubs. If they were concerned about them, they would have said they were armed with clubs.
I could understand if maybe they had poop on a stick, then you I'd bring in the National Guard.
You bring up a good point. They're at a mall.
Yeah.
What if all of these teenagers just stopped by hot dog on a stick and they just ate the hot dog?
Yeah.
And they only have the stick left. Now they're being punished for eating?
Absolutely.
That's fucking awful.
Well, I'd punish them because hot dog on a stick, I'd heard that they had a really good strawberry lemonade. And the one that I used to be near all the time closed before I ever had it. So
I think I've had it once.
I love strawberry lemonade.
It's good. I like it.
I like it a lot.
A lot. Okay, so we'll talk about the road.
Yeah, the drive home was entertaining.
Yeah, so yesterday was the first time it snowed in Reno. And the weather people are just like regular should be unemployed. Yeah. They said originally that it was supposed to snow for 2 hours. Well, from 1:30 to 3:30.
The first time I read about it, it said from 3 to midnight. And it just kept fluctuating, kept changing.
Yeah, so it slowly increased. Like I looked, it was supposed to snow for 2 hours, then it was supposed to snow for like 5 hours, but it was light. It was supposed to be an inch.
Yeah.
And then it was supposed to be this, and it was supposed to be this, and it was supposed to be this.
Yeah, well.
So I think it snowed for like 10 or 11 hours.
It was shit, and the drive in wasn't as bad as the drive home, but I also left early enough to where I wouldn't get stuck in, accidents and shit. I still got to work at the usual time, but on the way home, I was driving. I left before most people at work because I left early.
Yeah.
And
I left very late.
Yeah. I was on my way and everything was fine. I'm like, wow, this is clear. Like, I don't see any other cars. A couple times in my car, I could feel it trying to slip, but I didn't panic. I recovered and kept going.
You need to leave Reno.
Yeah, I know.
It's not okay.
I did. I should have panicked.
I watched somebody in a CRV. I told you about it, but I watched somebody in a CRV when I was on my way to work. Thankfully, there was nobody.
Yeah.
Maybe an 1/8 mile in front of him and behind him. And I don't know if he just had to, like, if he had a Tourette's twitch or if he was like, I have to change lanes right now. I don't know what the fuck happened. If he sneezed while he was holding the wheel and forgot to let go, whatever the fuck happened, he fully spun out all the way, like going 30, spun all the way around on the freeway, like across both lanes, and then swerves back around and like did like a figure 8 and ends up on the right shoulder, like of going to Reno. He ends up on the right shoulder looking at his own traffic where he came from.
Yeah.
And then still has enough time to like, oh, okay, yes, I did just shit myself. I'm still alive. And then slowly turn off of the shoulder back into the road where he was. And I'm like, holy shit.
I was telling you, I saw somebody when I was leaving here after one of the snows that we had last year on a day that we did the podcast.
Yeah, on the exit ramp or whatever.
Well, there was that, but there was also, before I got to that, everything was fine. I mean, you could see ice was everywhere. And I saw this little truck in front of me. And I saw the way he was driving, and I thought, I'm going to change lanes because this guy is going to do something stupid. I changed lanes, and that guy did something stupid. He did the whole thing, flipping all around, and ended up off the road facing the other direction, which is a good thing that I changed lane because he went both ways before. So
yeah,
I would have been right. He would have been right in my path.
Good shit.
So I did change the lane. But on the way there, so I get there and this big Ram truck flies past me. He's going fast. And we get around this curve, and you see right around that curve, he's having to stop really quickly because there's cars stopped because there's an accident.
Yeah.
And me, I stopped. I had plenty of time to stop, plenty of room because I didn't go shooting past him, and he ended up in the other lane.
Well, that Lockwood curve is often an issue, and that's where the accident was. So day shift was stuck in traffic for I think 7 or 8 hours.
Some of them didn't get home till midnight.
There were some people that didn't get home till like 1 or 2, at least.
Yeah, but I get up to this, I'm stopped, and I see, like, I'm not that far back, but I can't really see the accident because there's a semi directly in front of me.
Yeah, well, there was a semi that was jackknifed that was stopping us from getting home on leaving in the morning. The day shift accident was, I think 2 semis hit a Honda, or the accident involved 2 semis and a Honda. Put those together however you will.
Yeah.
And then once they got that cleared, I think there was another 2 or 3 semis that were stuck because of having to wait for so fucking long with how bad the roads were. So I think the roads were only open for like 3 hours before that next accident happened.
Well, the accident I saw, I looked at something online and it said it happened around 4 a.m.
Yeah, 3:51.
Yeah, I saw it, but I just rounded up. But so I'm sitting there waiting. So it hadn't happened very long before I got there. Like one police officer had just gotten there, apparently. Everything's blocked. Then we're sitting there waiting, and I'm like, then I see a tow truck, of course. We've talked about this before, what they should do.
Going the wrong way.
Going the wrong way, and then going to the next exit and turn around.
Yeah, and then taking 2 hours to fucking get there.
And he's over there, and it's one of the big tow trucks because he's going to tow a semi.
Yeah, that's what took him so long to clear the fucking day shift issue, was because they had to do that with 2 semis.
Well, then we're sitting there for a long time, and then guess what happens? Another tow truck. But this one actually did it right. They were on the freeway going the direction with no traffic because nobody's moved for hours.
Yeah.
So he went the wrong way, which is, in this case, worked out to be the right way.
Good.
But then he gets there and he stops. And
the cop gives him a ticket for driving the wrong way on the freeway. And
he's just sitting there like looking at him like, you're going to have to turn it around. Maybe do something. I've already been sitting here for a couple hours. I want to go.
Did you ask them if they needed help?
I should have, but I didn't want to get out of the car and slip and fall. But so then they get that. You see, in all this time that we're all sitting there, nothing's moving. Suddenly a semi is let to go through. I'm like, wait, now if a semi can fit through,
everybody else should have been able to fit through fucking time.
And then 2 more semis go through, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck? And we're still sitting there. This is before the second tow truck showed up. 2 more police cars pull up. An ambulance. This is more than an hour into sitting there. An ambulance came. I'm like, well, I hope it wasn't an emergency.
Yeah, no shit.
And then an NDOT truck. I'm like, what the fuck is he going to do? Get out and look at it? Oh, looks like we got a problem here.
Yeah, why weren't... This chain is 3 months too old.
Change it. Now.
I think your trailer weighs too much. Well, after you fucking hook it up to the tow truck and pull it out the fucking way, then you can weigh it.
Don't do all this shit in front of all these people waiting, because the line behind me kept getting bigger.
Oh yeah, no, that's.
And once 6 o'clock hit, it was getting even bigger.
Yeah. So I had told people when the day shift traffic issue was still there at like 10 p.m.
Yeah.
I was like, look, I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble for this, but if I can't go home when it's time to go home, I'm staying here, staying punched in. And I'll send an email to the supervisors if need be and say, hey, it's not on me. I'm going to stay and get paid.
Yeah.
It's not my job to drive 4 fucking hours out of my way to get home.
Oh, absolutely.
Or to wait 8 hours in traffic, 6 hours in traffic like day shift did. I will get paid until I can go home.
Absolutely.
So thankfully, there was several people that did the same thing. And they were like, no, that's not completely understandable. Dope. Because like I was about to punch out like normal, and then my roommate's friend sent him a picture and was like, "Hey, I haven't moved since 5 a.m." And they were right at the Walton Patrick exit. So I'm like, damn. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nope. I was like, I'm glad you told me about that picture. Call a couple people that were leaving, and I'm like, hey, just so you know, this is happening. They're like, oh, it's fine. They were like, I should have fucking listened.
yeah, yeah. I looked at my GPS, and it was like, oh, you'll be all right. It's just 45 minutes.
Yeah. So there's something going on with Google because they said an hour and a half traffic for 5.5 hours for the day shift issue.
Yeah.
Google never updated it. Like whoever the fuck or whatever the fuck updates Google Maps direction time.
See, Waze eventually updated, but at one point I'm looking at it, I'm like, it used to say 27 minutes, and I still haven't moved, but now it's down to 22 minutes. I'm going 0 miles an hour.
Jesus.
I'm not getting there any faster.
Yeah, no.
That doesn't work that way.
No, I was pretty tired when I got home. Stopped by Wendy's because I was hungry. I hadn't eaten since midnight.
Yeah.
I got home at I think 10:15.
When I got home from work, I was so hungry. So hungry.
So I stopped, had the breakfast seasoned potatoes.
I do like their seasoned potatoes.
And those were gone by the time I got home because you eat those immediately so that they can almost burn your mouth.
Yeah.
Because Jesus, are those good?
Well, if you don't eat them when they're almost going to burn your mouth, then by the time you get home, they're
cold potatoes.
Yeah. You got cold potatoes downstairs, I'm sure.
Actually, I don't.
Oh, well.
Because I always forget I have them and then they go bad. So I just throw them away.
Look at the eyes.
Yeah.
But at one point, though, when all the traffic was there and I'm watching, I'm like, I see things move every once in a while, but then not. And then I see, like there was a snowplow comes pulling up and he's going super fucking slow. Like, what's going on here? And he's a ways down. He's moving up, creeping up. And then he'd stop, back up some, go forward. And he kept doing that the whole way. Then he'd drive all the way up next to where the accident's at and do the same shit again.
Maybe he was doing the salt shit out the back.
And he was doing it.
The sanding.
And he only did it for that small part. So when we actually got past the accident, it was nice. No ice, no nothing. It was just all like slush. And we were going along good. And then that didn't last long.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like... And I'm like, why couldn't he have been doing that the hours that we were all sitting here waiting for the fucking tow truck? Why did he have to do that right when we were about to move?
Do you want to know that answer?
Yes.
So I think, was it Reno police? Somebody put out an article saying, like, we didn't expect the storm to be this big. There's only 8 plows that are on the road.
Wow.
For Reno.
That's crazy.
I don't know if that was like, if that's all there are, that's all that they were like, shit, everybody's on vacation still that's in the fucking plowing industry.
I saw people go. I saw people driving. I saw a couple snowplows going the other direction while I was sitting there waiting. And in the other direction, traffic was moving fine. Like I knew somebody who was I knew a couple people that were going to stay late and leave at like 8 a.m. and work extra hours.
Yeah.
Because, the next shift was going to be late. But no, they had no issues getting there. It was clear as can be.
Yep.
I just kept watching them go past.
Yeah. No, I was surprised so many people showed up on time.
But then we finally all got moving, and you see the last tow truck was the one pulling the semi. And at one point I'm driving along, I'm getting alongside the semi, and my car feels like it wants to slide some. So once again, I didn't panic. I righted the ship, and not really a ship. I know.
Yeah.
And then, but as this is all happening, he's deciding, what would be a good idea? To get into that lane, the lane I'm in, while I'm in it. I mean, that is not a good idea. And he's got this chain on his tire that's flopping out to the side and shit.
Yeah.
Does my car feel like it's going to go into? I'm like, this seems all bad. So I'm just trying to get ahead of him.
Was it a Walmart truck?
No, it was a tow truck and just a white semi truck being pulled by it. So I didn't need to be crushed by a double.
That would be a confusing way to get paid from insurance. Because at that point, is it the tow truck because it's on the back of the tow truck being towed by, or is it still covered by, like, say it was Walmart?
Yeah.
Would it be covered by a tow truck company or Walmart for the insurance, or both?
I think I just have to sue them both and just.
Maybe you should have got hit.
But I made it through there.
The more you know.
So I made it through there, and then they got over the lane directly behind me.
I think that one you would have to definitely have a dash cam for. like the road conditions. Like, oh well, you saw an opportunity, and
Yeah, I had an opportunity to want to sit more in traffic.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
wait for my own tow truck. That is exactly what I wanted to do.
Yeah, I didn't want to go home and eat and take a piss. I wanted to sit in traffic longer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
precisely.
but but I was just. By the time I got home, I was ready to get out of the car and not drive again for a little while.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah, because at least last time, when by the time I got to Sparks, it had warmed up so much that I didn't have to deal with ice anymore.
Yeah, because you got home at what, 9? That's when he texted me.
It was
right around
that. But
yeah, so I got home like an hour after you.
But
I think I left 5 hours after you.
But with the time that we went to Black Bear, that's when I was saying everything had melted by the time I got.
Yeah.
So that drive wasn't as bad after we got moving. But this one, shit. And it just kept annoying me because I'm like, there should be a plan there should be a plan. This happens every fucking year. This isn't new.
Yeah, it's definitely not new, but they just don't know when it's going to happen.
But that's why you have a contingency plan. It's called a contingency plan.
It is. The contingency plan is ready. I'll be right back.
I mean, like even our military, they have plans for even the most absurd
they do
things, and it's just sitting there, So if this actually does happen, we're ready. And it also, not only do they do it in case this absurd thing happens, it also gives them practice planning for things.
Yeah.
So maybe they could plan things and have a plan for, let's say, randomly, let's say there's a blizzard and a tornado at the same time. What do we do?
There has been those.
Well, I'm saying
they look dope.
But let's have a plan if that happens. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but but something that happens at least once or twice a year. Let's go ahead and have a plan for it. Am I out of line here? Do I?
Yes.
Because
this is Reno.
I mean, it's not like they needed 7 or 8 tow trucks. This time they needed 2.
It might really upset you knowing that there is a branch of the government, not branch, but like a department inside of either Reno or Sparks City Development Council, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Some motherfuckers that are getting paid from taxpayer money inside of Washoe County.
Yeah.
I think that explains it well. It's their job to do that, and they don't.
Oh. Do you know what happens if I don't do my job?
Yeah. These people are also elected.
Well, no, some of the people who do the planning, they're appointed.
That's even worse.
Yeah. You can get rid of appointed people.
Yeah. You can also get rid of elected people, but not easily. And not if their name is Gavin Newsom. Nope, there wasn't enough votes. Like, we just finished saying the votes are done.
Votes are done. Yeah. Oh, look, hey, we've already got the results. How the fuck did you do that?
Damn, that sucks you didn't have enough people. What?
Like, was this an American Idol voting where people texted?
Yeah. Yeah, damn, sucks you didn't have enough votes. So we have the computers right there that we did all the votes on. What computers? And turn around and they're all fucking gone.
You got punch cards. See?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, he just had all of his friends and family throughout the entire country. I'm not really saying that they're actually friends of his, but hangers on. That they just texted like American Idol.
Yeah. So
you can't have a New York area code and vote for governor in California.
I mean, that's a thing that used to be a big deal of like when you move to a new city, change your fucking area code for your cell phone. Now, I don't know when it changed, but now it doesn't matter.
I'm keeping 702.
Yeah, for sure. I've had the same number since I was 17 or 18.
I like 702.
I'm not going to fucking change it.
Even one time when I got a new number, a new phone, they're like, do you want 725 or 702?
Yeah, somebody told me that. I'm like, fuck, 725's a fake Vegas number, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
Give me 702.
Yeah.
Or I'm going somewhere else.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah, I don't want some other.
Not at all. Yeah, so the plans that I was talking about is me and Mike are talking about like goals for the podcast and where we want it to go, how we want it to start doing better, and
we want to build our brand,
doing shit, and it might be moving out of this room soon because I have somebody that is going to be probably moving in and I need this room to be empty for that.
Yes.
So we're gonna research studio video prices, rent shit, of having somebody else do 90% of the tech side, because I'm a tech person. I don't know what it is about video editing that bothers me.
But I was just thinking it probably wouldn't be good if we started an episode one day and Josh is in here saying, I'm trying to fucking sleep. Get the hell out of here.
That would be fucking amazing. Again, guys, I thought you fucking moved this. Oh my God, why did I move here? Yeah, no, it's not gonna be okay.
No.
So also the plan was that I was gonna move back to Vegas very soon. That might not happen now because of a lot of plans that I have that I'm working on, like business wise, personal, and a bunch of other shit. Of like, I have a really good deal on the house. I have a lot of room to work on cars.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to do whatever the fuck I want, whenever the fuck I want,
Yeah.
and for a pretty reasonable price that I don't think I'll be able to find easily if I move.
No. Yeah.
So, and I can just fly to Vegas, and when I get business shit moving how I want to, I can just go whenever the fuck I want. So,
and it'd be better than doing it from the phone for a while too.
Yeah,
that doesn't always work out as well.
Yeah. So staying in Reno for a while longer at least. So I have notes here for researching a studio rent and video service prices to figure out, like, does someone offer everything that I want and need that we need for the fucking podcast? Of we schedule like, hey, from 5 to 6:30, whatever hours.
Yeah.
From 5 to 6:30. So we come in, record an hour, have a little bit of setup and tear down time or fucking whatever. Of like, if we wanted to bring a couple of different props to set up to make because they just have like, hey, the studio looks good, but it's not fucking us.
Yeah.
So like, maybe we can bring a couple of things every week, like either different shit or whatever.
I could put a couple Funko Pops on the desk.
Yeah.
I talked about us doing something like that here, having something in here that
just a couple things like small, like fucking carry a bag and like set it up so it's our studio at that point.
And our Universal Yums every month.
And then, which was supposed to be this week, but Mike said they haven't shipped anything.
Yeah, normally it would have been here by the 8th, but it hasn't even. Normally it says label created, but that isn't even on there right now.
Also, it's been more than a month since we posted one of those because the last one that we got happened to be one of those unfortunate videos that didn't have audio, but it's fine because it was fucking awful.
Oh, it was so bad. Yeah, I don't think
it was not great.
There was nothing good in it.
No. Like the candies that I ate to try to get rid of the flavor of those fucking disgusting truffle chips were the best part. And the candies weren't even good.
I can't be more pissed off about those truffle chips because I had such high hopes.
So I threw the bag across the room of like, just get this the fuck out of here, and like tied it up. I came in the fucking room the next day because we closed the door when we left. Came in the room the next day. It smelled fucking horrible in here from the egg yolk popcorn, which I thought was going to be pretty good. It was the best thing in the bag, but it definitely wasn't good.
So people who are listening,
chips.
People who are listening, yes, he did say egg yolk popcorn. That was a thing.
It would actually be pretty good if they did it right.
Well, they did it way wrong.
Yeah, the truffle chips would be amazing if they did it right, but they
I don't know how they fucked up truffles. I have no idea. I love truffles.
I have no idea.
I could eat a truffle right now.
Like truffle fries are amazing.
Yeah.
Truffle burgers, truffle this, truffle.
I don't like mayonnaise, and I had mayonnaise with black truffle in it at a place in Vegas, and I loved it.
It's really good.
I've had the expensive black truffle that they go up to your pasta and they're like, "Would you like a little?" And they're like, "Okay, that'll be $30."
Yeah.
I had some of that, and it was so good, but I didn't pay $30. It was at a foodie event, so everything was in the
nice
cost to go in. It was amazing.
But yeah, so like, say we rent the studio for like from 5 to 6:30, so we have an hour of record time, give or take, fucking whatever. We go in, we do all that, and then they say, okay, we'll send you the files.
Yeah.
And then the next day or 2 days later, they send us the fully edited and fucking done, ready to upload to Buzzsprout and to YouTube, the audio and the video files, and then the raw files that we can do whatever the fuck we want with.
Yeah.
And then I know a lot of companies that do that also offer like, will also include like chopping it down into, I don't know, between 5 and 10 like bite-sized clips that you can upload to Facebook and whatever, so that you don't have to do all that yourself either.
Yeah.
So if we can find something like that that is reasonably priced, and we'll talk about reasonably priced later because I don't know what the fuck that is either right now.
Yeah. We'll have to figure that out.
But it also is based on where we want this to go, of like start monetizing shit, because like I'm sure you are too. I'm tired of paying for shit for it to just be a thing we do.
Yeah, we want to. Yeah, I've even
Like,
mentioned you monetizing before.
If it pays for itself, dope. But I would like it to do more than pay for itself.
Oh, me too.
Because I know they fucking can.
Oh, absolutely.
For sure.
That's why we need to build it. We need to get it going. We need to make efforts to get more subscribers, more viewers.
So research studio rent stuff is one of the things. New camera if the studio's not worth it.
Yeah.
Because this camera, just like a fucking that light bulb that we had for a little bit that would look dope. This is an on-air sign that is blue because the camera isn't fucking great.
There are actual letters in there.
Yeah, so it looks like this. With it off, you can read it. With it on, you cannot.
So you can't really tell if we're on air if you can't read it.
Yeah, I just thought it would be a cool sign to have, and we can't even fucking see it. So
I think it's a cool sign. I like it.
Then the video editing and uploading to start monetizing. Yeah. Obviously. So we're gonna work on a plan to get that cracking, and either I don't know if it's gonna be like one day a week or like a couple hours here and there of getting shit actually done, and then like an hour of just sit down and schedule uploads. Because what I was doing for a little bit was like I was scheduling the next day, the night before.
Yeah.
Of like just 2 uploads or 2 or 3 or whatever the fuck. And that was annoying. Of like, oh fuck, I didn't schedule tomorrow's. Get out of bed and go fucking, like if we do it all at one time for a whole fucking week.
That'd be great.
I think that'd be pretty easy. Or even a month. Like we have enough shit to do an entire fucking month. Like, yeah, that would take a while to upload and schedule. But if we sit here for a couple hours.
Yeah, we got enough content. That's not a problem.
That doesn't have to be a us together kind of thing either. Like you have the password, I have the password. So we'll work on that. The other thing I wanted to talk about and plan is 1, 3, 6, and 12-month goals for the podcast.
Yeah.
Of like, what do we want it to do? Where do we want to go? How do we want to do it? Of whether it's like subscribers, reach, views, what like, I don't know, content, however we want to aim, like how the goals are is fine. But I think having something written that we can track is going to be a lot fucking better.
We gotta get subscribers, but we gotta think of ways to get subscribers.
Yeah.
We need to get ourselves out there. Like
that's the other, so the 1, 3, 6.
It'd be nice to sell some merch too.
Yeah. Which I think I might pull that down because that's fucking like I think $15 or $20 a month just to have that fucking exist. And
yeah, we don't need
fucking nothing's happening. So I'm tired of that.
Actually, there was another one I was going to tell you about that we could go to that we might be able to get t-shirts through. And that would be T Public.
I think I've heard of it.
It's independent shirt makers, and they sell all sorts of things. A lot of the shirts that I wear, I've bought from them.
Pull merch site down and cancel that subscription. So you have, I'll call it a month. Right. So if anybody's listening and you want to, I wanted something, and then be upset that I fucking took it down, you have a month. So February 8th, I'm going to pull the merch site down.
So buy all your hats and
hats, hoodies,
t-shirts.
Did we do anything else or just hats, hoodies, and t-shirts?
That's all I can think of right hand.
All right.
We were going to do like mouse pads and stuff if we started moving stuff.
Yeah. Right now, me and Mike are the only ones that have bought anything. So it doesn't make sense to have that as a fucking cost for no reason. But yeah, so like once we work on the 1, 3, 6, and 12-month goals, then we can break it down into like what will help us get here, and like that, like for whatever 6-month goal, like maybe that's get this many more subscribers. Like, okay, what can we do to drive that, and then what can we do to this, and what can we do to this? So, I think the 1, 3, 6, and 12 should be maybe not super specific, but not a general like. I want to be popular. So, like right now, I guess that would help too. Of like, where are we right now?
I want to be a celebrity.
Yeah. I want to be YouTube famous.
I did see something. There was there's um, a radio show that they interview a lot of hip hop people.
That was a weird fucking thing.
I just saw something about it today. One of the hosts, he it's like he had the guy on twice, and the second time was to make up for the first time, and he went after Post Malone both times.
Jesus.
Like one point, he tried to trick him into saying a word he shouldn't say, and then, and then he asked him a question about being a white rapper. He kept telling his girlfriend how, oh, he's going to leave you. There's going to be so many women throwing him at it. He's just going to leave you. And it's like, why would you do that? Why would he try? Then he tries to split up because this guy's also friends with Justin Bieber. So he tried to put a wedge between them. And then he also was like, what do you do for BLM, Bureau of Land Management?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw it. Why would you? You're not there to do that. This isn't you're not supposed to jump your guests on a radio show. But it actually worked out. People heard the thing, and most of the comments were positive towards Post Malone.
That's good.
But I always hear good things about him. I always hear he's a cool guy. He's always friendly to people. So it makes me wonder why this guy would,
He just looks super fucking ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, he does. But like I said, I've never heard a bad thing about him. I see a lot of videos talking about how great he is, how nice he is. I mean, obviously he wouldn't, but I would have him on. I'd talk to him.
Yeah. Content followers.
We need to get Elon on.
33.
He was talking about ice ages and stuff recently on a podcast. That's why I said that.
Okay. So I just pulled up a bunch of stats and random shit so that we can like put numbers behind thoughts. So currently we have 27 YouTube subscribers, 33 TikTok followers, Instagram and whatever else I don't fully know, but it's going to be around 30 from these numbers.
Yeah.
And 5 to 9 views or downloads for the first week of coming out. So like we drop an episode, there's like 5 to 9 listens the first week. Most of the time that's the only fucking listens.
Yeah, I know. Some of the episodes we get a lot more, but
yeah, like a lot of people, like I think we're at 101 downloads for the first episode.
Yeah.
Which that's dope. But I think it's also been at 100 for
a long time months. Now. It hasn't moved since then, yeah. We have some people that definitely listen to us regularly.
Yeah. I want it to be more than just people we know personally.
Yeah, me too.
So,
but like Hillary, she listens, and she even has commented on and liked things we put on her Facebook. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks Hillary and Brandon, and like thanks all the regular listeners. Don't hear this as we fucking don't like you. We want to know what we can do better.
We want to make friends for you.
we want to know what we can do better and how to do more.
Yeah.
Do you want to start at the far end or the short end of the goals? At the 1 month or the 12 month?
The 1 month.
Okay. So something achievable. So like obviously not like, oh, well, let's get 10,000 subscribers in 30 days. That's not going to happen.
No. Yeah. It would be nice. Because
we're also not fucking buying subscribers.
No, we're definitely not. And we don't have a system to set up bots.
Yeah. No, I'm good.
We want real people to listen. We want to make people laugh. Because that's been the whole goal from the beginning.
Yeah.
Is to make people laugh.
Yeah. To share laughter and joy.
Yes.
I mean, the joy is here and there, but
yeah,
to make people laugh. So if we're at 30-ish right now, you can double it. Just call it 60. Yeah. Not like on a certain platform. Like, because we have 60 between TikTok and fucking YouTube.
Yeah.
Like 60 on a single one.
Yes.
So 1 month, 60 subscriber or follower.
So if you listen, if you could go ahead and share when you subscribe, share it, and let other people know.
Any single platform. So 3 month, 60 sub follower. And I think also
People
with the
who
1 month would be to be sharing at least 10 short videos a week.
Yeah.
Because I mean that's less than 2 a day.
and that's going to help us build the
That'll
subscribers.
help us build to that. So,
If people share, if we can get our listeners to share. I mean, they know people who work a lot of hours and use earbuds while they're working.
yeah,
That's a time killer.
A big thing. A lot of people listen to podcasts on drives or at work, depending like factory work and shit.
But like it can kill a lot of time. It can make time go faster if you listen to. But we have a lot of episodes people can listen to. You can go all the way back to the first episode.
Yeah. You can listen backwards, forwards, depends on how you have your Spotify set up, or I'm sure all the rest of them do it too. It took me a while to figure out how to do that because I was listening to Basement Yard, and I'm like, stop jumping from episode 7 to the most recent episode. It fucking bothers me. And I finally figured out how to make it just progress normally.
They can go middle out any way they want to go.
Yeah. So a minimum of 10 short vids or reels per week. Anything else that we should add on the 1 month?
Those are pretty good goals right there, I think.
End of the 1 month.
Well, we should by the end of the month we should be able to know
full merch site.
We should know what it could
the studio prices and
yeah.
No studio.
And what location you thinking about for a studio?
Research and prices. There's the one guy that wouldn't fucking give me any information about the video stuff somewhere in Midtown-ish that I would like to not do business with just because he wouldn't tell me anything.
I was thinking that too.
And wouldn't respond and just wasn't pleasant as a person. So I would love to not give him business.
Yeah.
I think Russell's girlfriend does studio shit still. So I can talk to her. And I don't know. I haven't really looked ever.
Yeah, either have I. I wasn't sure how many places would have something like that.
I don't know. Hopefully it's more than just that one fucking guy.
Hopefully.
If it is, there's the fucking answer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so 3 month.
3 months.
60 subs. So 3 month subscriber wise, if we go from 30 to 60 in 1 month, not just trying to like double.
Yeah.
I
was thinking we could try to go to 90 or 100.
We'll call it even 100.
Yeah.
So 3 month.
Like I said, you said we don't need to just double.
Yeah.
So we don't have to go to 120.
300 or 100 sub or follower on any single platform. Stupid thing. It's because I fucking have my head turned. It can't hear me. So, and then I think at that point, we should be like solidly able to do 2 or 3 reels a day.
Yeah.
Because we have plenty of fucking stuff.
Not as one of our goals, but it just occurred to me we need to get something to fill that barrel with again, so we can try to age some liquor again.
Yeah. Barrel liquor. I'll put that at the top. So
I mean, either we can get the one we've talked about before, or I can pick something up. Or
yeah, I'll see if he wasn't in much this week because he got hurt. So
no, I know.
I'll see if I can talk to him. Minimum of, let's call it 3 a day. 3 shorts or reels per day. Because we can schedule them so we don't have to be doing stuff. It could be fucking, and if we find a company that does a lot of stuff, that's part of it. Is like they chop it all up, they fucking upload it like it's the social media manager.
That would be great.
Like so,
then all we'd have to worry about is being the talent.
Yeah, and like we'll respond to everything. Like we still have control of whatever, but they deal with a lot of shit.
Yeah,
a lot.
And then if there's any errors with sound, it's on them.
Yeah, and they're professionals at it, so I'm sure the sound quality is going to go up even more. The video quality is definitely going to fucking go up. It's not going to be like a little bit washed out like right here. Like there's a little bit of film grain in the blue ones a little bit, and like the black squares. Like it's stuff that I don't know how to do. I'm also using a fucking 4K webcam.
Mm-hmm.
It's not meant for, here's quality. It's not meant for that.
Yeah.
It's meant for talking to people. So.
But we can read Star Wars.
3 3-month.
It just occurred to me that I'm wearing a Star Wars hat, but I also have a flannel, which is something that George Lucas does a lot.
Mm-hmm. I think normally that color.
So I need to start directing.
So 1 month we said to know studio research and prices. 3 months to have made a decision. Either whether we're doing that or figuring out where we're moving the fucking. To know which studio or what plan to record moving forward. And I'll just leave. We'll do nothing with the merch for a little bit. We'll build up interest and then have a release at some point.
Yeah.
6 months. So we went from 60 to 100, from 10 short vids a week to 3 a day. 6 month. What are you thinking for like subs and followers?
200.
I want to say 250.
Okay, 250.
250 sub follower on any single platform. I'm gonna put first sponsor.
Yeah, I was gonna actually mention that. I was gonna say a sponsor, some kind of. We know the people. We know the companies that will sponsor podcasts. They sponsor so many.
First sponsor / monetization. I don't think we need to keep stepping up like how many shorts and reels and shit, because I think 3 a day is solid.
Yeah.
I have seen. I don't know how I feel about it 100%, but I have seen some people that do like, so we have our channels, and then they'll make like 3 backup accounts to start sharing like random, so that it's not all from the same channel. So the algorithms like it a little better and it gets it a little more out there, other than just like, oh, okay, it'll show it every now and then. Mm-hmm. It's not a bad idea, but it would be, I think, maybe a lot more to deal with. Unless that's part of the social media fucking manager shit. I don't know.
On my YouTube though, I did see one of our videos pop up in my usual stream of things, and it was one of the ones that did not have sound. So that it was good that it popped up, but it sucked that it.
Was that the one that I told you about, and then I pulled it down the next day?
Because I put on YouTube shortly after you said that, and there it was right on the main page. I mean, why did it have to be one that didn't have sound?
Yeah, that was unfortunate. I actually figured that one out, but well, I didn't figure it out, but when I was talking to them about Buzzsprout, they were like, hey, it doesn't have sound. I'm like, fuck. Like, why does it have the little blips? If it doesn't have sound, why does it have blips? It bothers me a lot. But we figured it out before Colton told me. Because Colton used to be the one to tell me of fucking audio issues. So thanks for that, Colton.
But fortunately, we haven't had the same kind of audio issues.
Yeah.
Because we had some weird ones on there when he.
Yes. So 250 subs or followers on any single platform. First sponsor, monetization. Like, I want to keep it still like unscripted. There's a lot of people that do scripted podcasts, and that's fucking.
No,
weird.
I like that we do it unscripted, because I mean, I don't mind having notes. Even some of our episodes where we don't have notes for it, I think go better than some of the ones that we have where we do have notes. So I would not want to. I mean, like, if we got, after we get subscribers, then I would want those to be scripted. I mean, not subscribers. I mean sponsors.
More topic, like more like crowd engagement.
It'd be good if we had our subscribers telling us things they'd like to hear us talk about.
Yeah. So a 6 month more, I don't know what to call it, follower engagement.
Yeah.
Follower engagement for content.
Because if we're talking about things that people want to hear about, they tell us they want to hear about, you know.
Yeah.
We may say things that they don't agree with. I mean, just because they bring up the topic doesn't mean we're going to have the same opinion.
So we're also starting at 5 to 9 views per week. We can just end that fucking per week. It's 5 to 9 views per episode.
Yeah.
At 1 month, what do you think that should be? Or what should we aim for? That's going to be pretty much the same, I think. So 9 views per 3 months. What do you want?
Well, we're trying to get
15, 20.
Yeah, well, we're trying to get to how many subscribers for 3 months?
For 3 months, 100.
100. So we want to have definitely in the double digits for views per episode.
Yeah. So we'll call it 20. 20 views per episode. Do we have... How many people on Spotify follow us? Do we have that number?
I don't know. I could...
Can we see that number? I've never fucking looked at that.
Neither have I. Spotify, I think, is our number one.
Stats, apps, and locations. See all apps. No, I can't pull that up on here.
Let me see.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was trying to look on Spotify to see if we had the...
We have a Spotify login? Oh, sorry.
I just went into my Spotify account.
Spotify.com.
Brought up our thing, hoping to show it would have something on there about it. We've got 5.5 star rating.
Nice.
Out of 6 reviews, but still.
I didn't even know we had fucking reviews. Why were we never emailed?
That's a good question.
Sended. Oh, podcast.
But it says 5.0
at gmail.com.
out of 6.
Wrong username or password. I honestly don't know if we have an actual Spotify account.
I don't know if we do.
Okay, well, that's on the 1 month then.
Yeah.
Because we should definitely fucking know that.
We should know how many subscribers. And...
Spotify account. And know how many on the podcast platforms. I can't even fucking write right now. Platforms. Okay. So 20 views per episode at the 3 month. 6 months to we're at 250 sub goal for sponsor monetization. How many views per episode? Thinking like 40 or 50?
Yeah.
We'll call it 45 then. 45 views per. So 12 month. At 6 months, we're aiming for 250 sub or follower on any single platform. 12 months. What do you want to hit?
350? 600? I don't know. 350 would be good.
Go 400. That way it's not double, but it's not just 100 more.
Yeah.
400 sub or follower on any single
Another subscriber
platform. So at 6 months, we have first sponsor monetization, more follower engagement for content. What other things should we put it at 12 month?
Well, like I said, we maybe at least another subscriber. If we already have one subscriber, let's get a second one. We want to have more than one subscriber. We want to...
For 12 months.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I like
sponsor.
Yeah.
You mean sponsor?
Sponsor, yeah.
Okay, you said subscriber. I'm like,
sponsor.
Okay. That confused the shit out. I'm like, I'm like, we're at this 12 month, not the 1 month, and we have one subscriber.
So, a sponsor, yeah.
Okay. Second sponsor.
Like I said, we know companies that subscribe. We could get a subscriber pretty quick.
Sponsor. Second sponsor.
Why do I keep saying subscriber?
Second sponsor and clear.
Words are hard.
Clear plan on monetization. I think that'd be a good thing of like a good goals. Cause like right now, like I don't know how much some people that do podcasts make.
Yeah. Other
than fucking Joe Rogan. I know that's not an attainable thing.
Yeah. We need to go someplace in between us and where he's at.
Yeah. Which it's definitely going to be closer to the us side, which is fine. But so that we can get like a good idea of like where we want to be, what we want to do, what we have to do to get to where we want to be.
Yeah. I mean, eventually over time, our goals would get bigger, but we have to start someplace.
400 sub follower on any single platform, second sponsor, and clear plan on monetization. You think at 12 months, we'll put, I don't know where, maybe, I think that would be part of the studio thing. Like a better website, because the one we have now, I did in like 3 minutes and I don't like it.
The thing is some of the sponsors, I said it right this time.
You did.
Like there's some, I've been known to do the occasional subscriptions,
Yeah.
and some of them they have a thing for people who have social media.
Yes.
I mean, those are things that we could look into also.
Yeah.
Like one of them I just did recently. I did another clothing subscription recently, which I couldn't pass it
What
up.
is that, your fourth one?
No,
You have all four running at the same time?
No, I don't have any running. I haven't bought one in a long time.
Oh, I thought you still got the shoe one.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, that was Thread Beast, and they sent me a pair of shoes every time. But no, this is another one that I have done in the past. But I'd gotten an email offering me half price, so I jumped on it.
Yeah.
And they even had a stylist call me and discuss it with me. What styles I want and stuff like that. So I'll be having some new clothes to be wearing on the show. So. But that one, like if we get enough subscribers, they could eventually send us a box for free so we could talk about it on here.
Yeah.
And there's others that do that.
A lot of places do that.
Yeah.
So 400 subs followers. Second sponsor, Clear Panel Monetization. I added website /blog because I know a lot of people fucking like blogs still. And with a transcript, all you have to do is throw it in something and there's your whole fucking blog.
Yeah.
So at 12 months, like I don't know, a more refined website and maybe merch again.
Yeah.
More refined website and maybe merch.
I mean, it would be nice to have Spotify give us a studio too, but yeah, we're not Joe Rogan. So.
Yeah. And maybe an official logo.
Yeah.
Like, I like the one.
I've been thinking about that a lot lately.
I like the one we came up with, but it was a super quick thrown together. Like,
yeah.
We have to have something so that you see on either the website or on Spotify or on fucking whatever. Like, you don't want it to be a grayed out shadow. Like if you don't have a Facebook picture.
Well, one of the things that we could do is we could have subscribers submit suggestions. We could also have suggestions of ours, and we could post them and have people vote on which ones they want. We could have people vote on Twitter.
We can do both of those.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on at what point.
These are just ideas that came to my mind just now.
We need a lot more fucking people than right now to have them submit stuff.
Well, I know. That's what I was saying. Because you're saying that's a 12-month goal. If we get the subscribers we want to get by the 12-month goal, then we would have plenty that could submit.
So new logo.
Of course, we'll have to have, if it's a contest.
Crowd submissions. Yeah, there's going to have to be paperwork that it's going to be ours. And so
they can't come back later and be like...
We have all rights to it and fucking everything, and we can use it forever, and it's not yours.
Yeah. You were on the same page as me right there.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah. I think that's...
So please share us. We have goals to make.
Great start. And perfectly at the fucking hour.
Yeah, I was just going to say, we're right at an hour.
Nice.
Please like, subscribe.
Like, subscribe, share. Facebook and Instagram at Some Offense Intended. Twitter and TikTok, Some Offense Pod. YouTube at Some Offense Intended. I've been seeing the audio thing this whole time, so if this one doesn't have audio, I'm going to be a little upset.
Oh, me too. Yeah, I've been seeing that too. I keep looking over. 99% uploaded.
Goodbye.